Our event inspector, Mr. John Stanton.
I'm going to do this by voice. All right, good evening.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you
Careful
all for
not
being
to
here.
kick
Everybody got their paperwork done. Everybody got their gloves, correct? All right, so my name is John Stanton. I will be the inspector tomorrow. Terry Belkey standing over there will also be there helping. For the state, we have Kevin Ritzer, Stan Cooper, and Tyler Morrissey. They will be the official from the state. So, cornermen, every fighter who is here right now, do you have at least one cornerman present? All right. The rules will be conducted under the Professional Boxing Rules State of Washington Unified Rules Associated Boxing Commission. Every round will be 3 minutes long. Timekeeper will indicate the beginning and end of each round by striking the bell with the hammer. 10 seconds before the end, the timekeeper will strike a hard surface, letting you know 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds before the end of each round, the timekeeper will notify the referee that the round is ending. The referee will be charged with stopping and starting the bout. Understand? In the event, 2 people can stop this fight. The referee and the physician. As a corner, if you want to stop the fight, stand up, throw the towel in. The referee will then stop the fight. You're just signaling that your fighter is done. You guys know your fighters better than we do. If you think your fighter is in trouble, please do not hesitate. Throw that towel in there, let the referee know. Seconds, in between rounds, during the 1 minute rest period, 1 second may enter inside of the ring. Chief second can be on the apron. I am not sure if we will have inspectors in each corner. They will go up there with you and help you get in and out. Make sure that you bring a stool up from the bottom and you take it with you when you leave. You can bring with you Vaseline to stop cuts. Everything has to be brand new in the bottle and open. I will inspect that before we go into the corner. Questions? So the event will have water bottles, much like that. So bring in, if it's unopened, and then you bring a squirt bottle with you that is empty, and I see that, you will be allowed to use that. So everybody heard that? You will have bottles of water, and they need to be unopened. Once I see them and they're unopened, if you have an empty squirt bottle, you can then use that squirt bottle. But I need to see it before. Yes, sir?
I have Vaseline, but it's already been used, and I can't reuse it.
You are fine, sir. I'm talking about the corners themselves. You're a cut man. You're okay. All right, you can bring the inswell in with you. Bag of ice. You can use water. You can bring non-caffeinated sports drink, but once again, it has to be unopened and I have to see it. During the rounds, the seconds, you will remain seated. Okay? The inspector or myself, if I see you standing up, getting up, I'm going to come over and ask you to sit back down. If it happens more than once, I might ask you to leave the area. Okay, so let's make sure we're sitting down. So the second shall not enter the ring until the bell is sounded. Okay? When you hear the 10 second, don't get up, don't grab your stuff, don't head that way. Wait until the bell actually sounds, then hop up the stairs and get in the ring. When a participant has been knocked out, none of the handlers are to touch them. So the attending physician enters the ring and personally attends to them. Once the doctor clears them, hop in there, take care of your fighter. But until the doc clears them, just stay out of the way. Okay, so once again, Vaseline, you can use petroleum jelly. You can use a solution of adrenaline, 1 to 1,000, Avatine, Thrombine. Once again, make sure they're not open unless you're a professional cut man. I'm fine with that. Okay? Participants, male boxers shall wear boxing shorts, an abdominal guard, foul-proof protection cup, shoes, boxing shoes. They can be custom made, and they need to have a mouthpiece. I recommend you have 2 mouthpieces. Bring them both with you to the ring. No females tonight. Boxers may not use any substances on their bodies or their gloves that will handicap an opponent. So, none of the fancy spicy stuff that the Thai fighters use, no liniments, no oils, everything will be done. So when you are greasing up your fighter, face is good, nothing on the body at all. Everybody clear on that one? If we see it, we're gonna wipe it down. Mouthpieces, all participants are required to wear a mouthpiece during competition. The round cannot begin without the mouthpiece in place. And like I said, it's advised that you have an extra mouthpiece available. Hand wraps. Hand wraps will be applied in the dressing room. We'll have somebody back there to make sure that they're good and signed off on them. Hand wraps for each hand shall be applied in the following manner. They shall be restricted to no more than 20 yards of soft gauze, not more than 2 inches wide. Gauze shall be held in place by no more than 8 feet of adhesive tape, no more than 1 and 1/2 inches wide. The adhesive tape shall not cover any part of the knuckles when the hand is clean. So when you make a fist, you should be able to put one finger on top of the knuckles before there's tape. So the tape goes from here back. If you come up your wrist or where your gloves go, that is fine. No liquids or any other materials shall be used on the tape or gauze. When you get done with your fight, we expect you to take your gloves off in the ring. So that way there the inspector or the referee can check them, make sure that there's nothing done to the gauze or the gloves. I'm sorry if I had a question. All right, last but not least, everybody's got gloves, and if you brought your own gloves, they were inspected. Like I told everybody, we will have your gloves. Once your hands are wrapped and you're ready to physically put on your gloves, the inspector will be there, put the gloves on, lace them up, tie them up. We will tape them and sign off on the end of the tape, and that way there you're good to go, okay? But I will have physically in my possession all the gloves. Everybody has 8 ounce. If you're under 147 above, you have 10 ounce gloves. All right, the report times, the promoters will let you know that. They will also have your checks at the end of the night. All of the contract stuff goes through the promoter, and they will have all your checks. All the physicals. So tomorrow, when you get to the event center, we will have 2 doctors. 1 doctor will be shadowing. I'm not sure if she's going to do physical. She'll probably help out, but 2 doctors will be available to do physicals. They'll do your pre-fight. They'll sign off on your sheet. You're ready to go. When you're done with your fight, go straight back, see the doc. They're going to check you, sign off on you, and then you're eligible to get paid. Make sure that you see them afterwards, otherwise you will not get a check. Any questions?
We'll actually pay them after the fight, after they get their physicals, and we'll give them the checks.
Okay, so Sam from the state corrected me. They will have your checks. Promoter will not have your checks. So any questions? The referees will go over the rules with you individually. We're going to have 2 high-level officials tomorrow. They're both very good, so they will see you in your dressing rooms, talk to you. If I don't have any questions, we will now start weigh-ins. Nick, back to you.
Thanks, John. All right, he did a great job of projecting. I'm not going to yell so much because tomorrow night I'm going to be introducing all of you fighters in the ring. Once again, on behalf of Toro Promotions and Whitfield Hayden, I'm Nick Beckman, and I will be your ring announcer tomorrow night. I look forward to a great night of fighting. And while I have your attention, probably the most important piece of information I can give you right now is the buses leave at 5 p.m. for the red corner and 5:15 p.m. for bus number 2, the blue corner, from right here at the Emerald Queen Casino in Fife. You should probably check in downstairs around 4:30 and make sure you're there for your bus to be able to get you over to the Emerald Queen Casino. It's only a couple miles away, but it's Friday night, and I just have to tell you, traffic sucks between here and there. It's a long drive. It could take a half hour to make that 2-hour drive. So we do want you on your buses on time at 5 and 5 p.m. right here, and the courtesy shuttles will get you over there in a timely fashion. And then there'll be 4 shuttles post-fight starting at 9 o'clock, going every 45 minutes to get you back here at your convenience. So thank you very much. That being said, let's move on and get some people weighed here so we can get to dinner. All right, we're going to work our way up from the main event. We'll get the heavyweights up here first, and our procedure tonight, we're going to get each person to come up, strip down, get themselves set up, take your shirts off, and when you get weighed, I'm going to have you just step off to the side for a second if you're the first fighter, until the second fighter gets weighed in, and then we have 2 pieces of tape that we need you to square off on, and Toro Promotions and myself, we really ask that you do not put a shirt back on. The pictures, the face-off pictures, look so much better when you are bare-chested. So we'll ask you to stay that way until you get your pictures taken. And then, Cameron, they're going to step over for single pictures right over there in front. So thank you very much. We'll move you right through and then right around out the door. So with that being said, let's start off with our first heavyweight bout. I'm going to step over here so I can see that. Let's bring Kingsley eBay up. Kingsley eBay coming out of the corner. Thank you very much. And Scott Alexander, you will be next. If you, looks like you're right there ready to go. So if you want to get prepared, that will be helpful. And we'll get you both up on the scale, get you to face off, and then you'll be moving right along. All right, first up on the scale is Kingsley eBay.
I didn't even know that was on.
289.7 for eBay. Next up, Scott Alexander on the scale. Scott Alexander. Gentlemen, if we could have you step to the tapes right there before you put your shirts on. And we'll have you step right to that tape and face that off. Thank you very much. Get some pictures.
It's kind of crazy.
Hey, you're in the way. He's in the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got their
The Toro. That's Toro.
Yeah, he's not worried about it. One of these gonna work. One of these gonna work. One of them gonna work.
Here we go. Our co-featured main event, Scott Alexander and Kingsley eBay. Next up, we've got Austin Brooks stepping up. And Rosalindo Morales, you'll be on the scale next if you want to get prepared.
He's good. He's good?
Yes.
He's good.
No.
Just let me know if I gotta get out your way.
You fine.
Oh, I know. I'm like, you gotta put the sweatpants on. I'm like,
Hey, yo.
Stepping on the scale, Austin Brooks.
Never miss a meeting.
Brooks, 129.9. Next up, Rosalindo Morales.
He's like, dog, I just want my pants. I don't know what kind of fur is it.
You don't want to show your sexy drawers, man?
Hey, yo.
Now on the scale now, Rosalindo Morales.
129.7.
129.7 for Morales. Gentlemen, if we could have you square off in front of on the tape there. And while they're facing off, doors do open tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the EQC Event Center. And the first fight should kick off right about 8 p.m. So doors are at 7, first fight is at 8. Morales and Brooks. Next up, Dedrick Crocklum.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
129.6 for Crocklum.
Come on, go, Parkland.
He'll be facing off against Nez Trujillo.
Yeah, Parkland. Sir. First time, baby.
$131.3 for Trujillo.
Light work, baby.
Get on. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Get up. That's real, baby. Yes. Oh, baby, champion. 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 Yeah, baby, the champion. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Moving on, Rolling Nez next up.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is, baby. Yeah, baby.
Nez making his way to the scale now. And Cruz Becerra Montion, I see you. You'll be up next. .3. 149.3 for Rolling Nez. His opponent next up, Cruz Becerra Montion. 149.8 for Montion. Gentlemen, if we have you face off at the tape there. All right, give it up for Montion and Nez. Moving up, we have Alexis de la Cerda.
Yeah, Alexis.
Yeah. No, it's
122.4 for De La Cerda. And I see him getting ready right now. Thank you, Nelson. Nelson Guerrero next up on the scale. Nelson Guerrero on the scale. 122.8 for Guerrero. And gentlemen, if we could get you to stand at the tape and face off here.
All right, Lexi. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
All right, good up for Guerrero and Torosyan. All right, we've got a couple of our last two fighters are both making their pro debut. Step on up, Joel Hernandez and Julio Lanzas Carrillo. You'll be up next. Joel Hernandez stepping on the scale. $125.3 for Hernandez. Julio Lanzas Carrillo, your turn. $126.6 for Lanzas Carrillo. And gentlemen, if you have your step right over here, once you get your sweats on to that tape, and we'll get our final face-off. And once again, the buses leave at 5 and 5:15. Red corner at 5, 5:15 for the blue corners. And you can catch that right out in the roundabout at the front of the hotel here. Thank you very much. That's a great fight card we've got set up tonight. Thank you all for your patience and going through all this. This is what it takes to put on a great fight night at Emerald Queen Casino tomorrow night. I will see you there. Thank you.
Check it in. Are you sure you want
Yeah.
to?